Okay, so we are back with yet another episode of Sunless Skies. Last time we stopped at the Inconceivable Circus Bazaar. Uh, this time we're going to go searching for whatever place we're supposed to find. Hybris. Southeast. Further southeast. I think, so we can at least get supplies there, which is good to know. I'm going to continue to go this way a little bit. Off we roll through the sunless skies. I just love that imagery. That's so cool. And this obelisk, like, there's got to be something with that obelisk, right? Like, one thing. Whoops. Let's see where we're going. Okay, so we're gonna curve around to the north a little bit here. One thing that I think I sort of touched on it before, but I'm really enthused finding Lustrum and seeing the way they talk about hours mining there makes me very enthused about the ways in which this game shows you things and not tells you things, because I think there's a logic there. Like, I think that obelisk, whether we ever see it, I believe that that obelisk has a purpose, and that obelisk was, someone thought about what that obelisk represents and why it's there when they were writing and making this game. Ooh. Spooky music. So we may need to friggin' turntail and run here. This is, I don't like this. This is uncomfortable looking. But maybe it's fine. Spooky fungal coral reef gunk. Ugh, that's so gross looking. Ugh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, I don't know that there's much to be seen out here. Again, the change in scenery is pretty cool. Skeen Skane. Fungal passageways. It's a look. Who knows? Maybe this is going to lead to where we need to go. Ooh, I just heard something and I don't like the sound of it. Send out the bat. Oh, I heard some gunfire. Which means at least there's two sides fighting about over something, so if one of them wants to hurt me, it'll have to have already been kind of messed up. Behold, the remains of a celestial behemoth rotting gently. That is highly unsettling. Faith's Fall. Oh, Jesus! Oh, no! Oh, God! Yeah, we're terrified. Holy crap, that was gross! That thing had, like, tentacle face. Oh, God, go away. Oh, I don't like that. Did you see that? Okay. This game has a remarkable way of being unsettling and frightening given the perspective. Well, it's good to know that's there, I guess, as another place to stay the fuck away from. And, you know, we're on a linear path now, so at least we know we didn't take a wrong turn. Martyr Pose Meadow. Drifting spores clog your engine's chimney. It splutters, then coughs, expunging from with a belch of steam. Hey, look, a dock. What do you want to bet? This is our spot. A new port. Hybris. Yeah, there we go. This is cool looking. fledgling colony trying to dig its fingernails deep enough into the spongy fungal fabric of the reach to cling on when hard times come. It is a sad truth that many more settlements are founded than flourish. Nestled amidst sprawling sporing gardens of fungus, Hybris is a colony of octogenarians. Interesting. Growth asks no license, reads a barely legible sign staked into a collapsed file of fungal eggs. Pile. A venerable welcoming party has gathered. The wizened mayor approaches. His back is bent, but his pace is steady. He has a firm handshake. Welcome to our little hideaway. Watch your step. That one's about to fruit. True enough, the little white sack at your feet suddenly splits. Snaking tendrils of red fungus explode outwards. The mayoral assistant, a severe woman of slightly less advanced years, guides the mayor to a nearby bench. You may stay as long as you like. So, gather a port report. Life moves slowly here. There are arguments over the rules of bowls, bowls, and the correct amount of time to steep tea. The station master seems to avoid the villagers. There is an unusual, unique quality to the starlight which filters through the underside of the caps. Cool. Let's look for Madame Lumiere, and then filmmaker should be difficult to miss in this hushed, secluded place. Loud curses lead you towards an elderly woman fiddling with an antiquated camera. She sighs and shuts the frame. That'll do, she offers a trembling hand. Lumiere, once a renowned explorer and filmmaker, now, as you see. A cough rattles through her. You from New Winchester? I'll leave with you. I can pay my way. I'm done here, and my lungs won't tolerate much more of this. She smiles wanly. I have a premiere to plan. Cool. So, let's see what else we want to do here. Could take some tea. Wander the wilds of Hybris, make a delicate inquiry. Insula de Brazil. Okay. I'm not going to ask that yet. I'm going to start by exploring the settlement. Life moves at a slow pace on Hybris. Several colonists tend to allotments, while others sit squabbling outside the Brendan. Periodically, a lady emerges with tea and fungal crackers. A carpenter struggles with the fretwork on the new town hall. The carvings are of factories and faceless workers. I can't remember what they looked like, he says sadly. Take tea at the Brendan, the only lodging house in Hybris and the only building with more than one story. The smell of stewed tea permeates the dilapidated boards. A large woman of advanced years produces a pot of green tea and doilies from a moldering tea chest. She blows the spores off the cups. Back there, I used to read the leaves on our breaks. She peers into your finished cup. I'm sorry I don't see a long future for you, my love. Make the most of what you have. That's unsettling. Well, with that grave portent, let's wander the wilds of Hybris. Swab and marsh, fungus and frond, nowhere in the reach has been so thoroughly colonized. It would be a shame not to see the sights. Fingers of black and red mushroom rise from the sodden ground. Tendrils of white fungus form vast arches. An earthy smell pervades the air and follows you through the swamps like a lost dog. In the midst of a grove of withering sacks, you find a plinth adorned with broken and twisted nameplates, the shape of collars. Brabazon Work World has been imprinted on each. Huh. Interesting. Given that we found that weird thing, I'd like to go make a delicate inquiry to the wizened mayor now. Wizened mayor chuckles. Oh no, we'd welcome youth, but we don't get many settlers coming out this way. We're happily secluded here. He smiles wistfully as across the marsh, his mayoral assistant trounces an unfortunate at bowls. Our best years were spent by others. The wizened mayor glances towards the town hall where preparations are being made for a performance. We have plans to hopefully change that, though. Something... Colonists are enjoying a second youth. That's all unsettling. You have to wonder if the idea is you come back here later on, or... Yes, they sell bronze wood. You have to wonder if the idea is that you come back here later on and things are different, or if... I'm actually not going to buy any supplies because we don't have that far of a trip back. Actually, you know what? I'm going to buy one thing of supplies, and we're going to take the long way around. Get some... take this way around. But you have to wonder if, like, the oddities there are... just a thing that you know is weirder than it looks, and you can infer a storyline there, or if you come back later and it's resolved, or if you come back at another playthrough and it's changed. I don't know. Interesting though. But like I was saying, I have more confidence in that being resolved in the good way. Whatever way that is, I don't even know, but I have confidence in their storytelling, so I don't really worry as much as I used to with these games as to whether or not there is resolution to these stories. Because even if there isn't resolution, I trust that the ways in which it isn't resolved are better than any resolution could be, I guess, is the way that I should put it. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's kind of what I'm getting at. Still need to find crates of munitions too, because I have that explosives for Lustrum merchant goal. It'll be interesting once we've got all of the settlements kind of worked out. I think maybe that settlement's over here, but that's okay. Be interesting when we have the settlements worked out what the game turns into. Obviously there's other maps to explore, but given the way I'm playing this, don't like it here, Captain. Venger complains. The rest of the crew murmur. She speaks for them, too. This is spooky. This is going to be another hell place, isn't it? Would make sense. There's one up there. Could be one down here. Might have to turn around. Excuse me. I almost feel like if I can resolve the ambition that I've set out for this captain without leaving this area, why not? You know? I'm going to take a stab at the sort of main quest, the black box quest, once we've got an upgraded locomotive and we're feeling a little bit better. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting thought. I saw some lights down there. Yeah. I don't know how much there is more. I mean, I guess there could be a town. Lustrum's way up there, but I'm not gonna push it right now. I feel like sometimes the scout animals don't go find towns, and I kind of wish they did. It would also be neat if there was a way, and maybe there is, and I haven't seen it yet. It totally could be. If there was a way to upgrade the radius around your ship that you could see, like if you could unlock the ability to zoom out a little bit, that would be cool. Ugh, the music is so good too. Everything about this game's presentation is not to suggest that Fallen London or Sunless Sea are anything other than good to great, but they really kicked up all elements of this game's presentation. Chance's Gloom. Oh, there's a pirate over there. I don't know if he's gonna... Oh. This may be a bad place to go. I don't know. Come on. Come at me. Yeah, we'll poke at it a little bit. Explore the captain's cabin. Let's do it. 100% chance of success. Why not? Didn't take any damage. Marauders are rarely dramatic. Democratic. The captain rules by strength and claims the best for their own keep. Cabin door did not survive the onset of your guns, nor did the captain. You have to tread carefully. The carpet will not be saved. A few scorched documents sit on the bronzewood desk. They make for interesting reading. Apparently, London had need of a few brave captains willing to bring fire to the Tackities. You would not have expected the signatories of the orders. Salon stewed gossip. Some currency better than sovereigns in some places. I just wonder if this is like a pirate base or something. Marauder base, because I don't really want to get into a huge fight with a bunch of enemies. But if there's just a couple, like one or two at a time. That's not undoable. Yeah, just crash into that rock, dipshit. No one would ever crash. Come on. Ah. Fuck. Then I bumped the rock too. I knew that would happen. There we go. No, loot. You approach buckled records, place plunder and plunderers. Yeah, I'm gonna do this again. More salon stewed gossip. I'll take it. Not too much worse for wear there either. It's probably worth the gossip is probably worth the cost of repairing the hull. Yeah, let's go up this sort of road. I wonder if... Uh-oh. Okay, just chunked a little bit there. Yeah, I guess there's no way to talk to her. I would like to talk, just like kind of we did with that that timekeeper woman. I would be interested to talk with the filmmaker. Oh, man, that's cool. Getting most of this map explored. Okay, so that goes back to the circus, clearly. I'd rather go off to the west a little bit. I'm pretty confident in our supplies. I don't think we're going to run into too much trouble. We got plenty of fuel. Port Avon's not that far, so this is clearly going to link up with that, if nothing else. Little bits of rain sound. Every time it hitches, I freak out because I'm worried it's going to crash. Which is, I haven't had any crashes, so I don't know why I'm worried about it, but still. Excuse me, I'm not going to go bother with that yet. It's going to link us back up with Port Avon. New smell beyond the coal and the oil, the green. Unlikely scent of apples. So let's dock here. I don't need supplies yet, but I do want to stop there. I love the area around here. It's so pretty. Signaler. Do we have one? Yeah, we already got a signaler, and I like this guy more, so I'm not gonna recruit him. Let's go get some repairs. Oh yeah, totally. Give me that fuel. Oh, I don't have dried tea. Oh, yeah, let's do this. You make for Nowhere, the local pub. Spend that. Port. Yep, cool. You make for the Nowhere Inn, the Nowhere local pub where you can be sure of an audience, ears bend to overhear your conversation about a London scandal. One resident even buys you a drink, an unquestionable honor. Let's keep doing that. Probably goes down a lot, but yeah, why not? And I'm gonna write a port report. That'll Get us some sovereigns. Let's go to the village green. Heart of the village surrounded by orchards of real apple trees that were shipped through the avid horizon seeds. Heart of the village surrounded by orchards of real apple trees that were endowment of years from her renowned majesty grew them to swift maturity. Watch cricket match. Is there a more restful way to spend an afternoon? You sink into the glacial rhythm of overs and innings. You enjoy the parabolic descent of the ball into a fielder's waiting hands. You admire the gnomic pronouncements of the umpire. So, ditch some terror. That's good. We had kind of picked some up. Take a relaxing stroll around the village. Above, a golden nebula is fierce in the sky. Amber light dapples the curving lanes. Locals nod to you cautiously as you pass. A light drizzle of silver rain brushes the village. Its beads are bright and tiny as pinheads. Okay, let's we'll call it then. We'll head out. I want to get back before we call it for the episode. I do want to get back to New Winchester. Turn in those port reports. We got a bunch of them. Take in Madame Lumiere. Yeah. I think we're okay on supplies to get there. I'm not that worried about it. Turn on auto go. Yep. Oh. I just love the way the aesthetic of the storytelling, there's such a strong through line all the way through, but it also, the tone of different places is very notable. Like, I can't help but think about how you could take every single one of, oops, I need to curve around this way. You could take every single one of these ports and make an adventure game there. Like, they're all so rich and full of stuff, and they all give off such a different vibe. It's just, it's so beyond what Failbetter has done before. And again, I keep saying that, but it's not to discredit any of the stuff they've done with Sunless Skies, which I do need to play more of. I'm actually probably going to do, when I've played more of this game, go back and play that game more, because this game is more accessible and it makes you, kind of preps you to play that game better. But Fallen London and Sunless Skies, they never felt to me like they have the same diversity in tone and type of stories that they're telling. And there's nothing wrong with that, because the tone and type of stories that they're telling is excellent. But this game, it's all excellent, and it's diverse and interesting. And not to say the other ones aren't interesting, but it's so diverse in the tone of what it's doing is, I guess, what I'm trying to say. So, I forget how we do this. Explore the city. Drop off Madame Lumiere. She's eager to get back to work. She gives you a brisk handshake as she departs your locomotive. Better accommodation than I'm used to. Now I have a premiere to plan. You're invited, of course. It'll be next week, assuming I haven't keeled over. She brushes off the smog of New Winchester. Your quartermaster complains that it's going to take weeks to get the spores out of her berth. Yeah, okay. Not a crazy big payday. I don't know that we made money on that, but it paid for the trip down there, which is, good. So we needed to buy some repairs, which is fine. Do we have a navigator? We have a navigator, right? He's a signaler. Oh, no, he's a first officer. I like this weird princess. Let's see, what was I going to do? Ambition wealth. 5,000 sovereigns is where we go to cash in on the ambition. Yeah, I know where Mr. Menagerie is, down at the circus. I don't know that there's much else to do here. We're going to need some supplies. Oh, that's right. I want to go explore the city. Is it the promise of days? No. I guess I forget. I actually forget how I got that mission. Yeah. Ba, 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 ba. We can definitely get these. I don't know where to get Chlorister Nectar yet, but we can get the bronze wood. That's for sure. I would rather finish this explosives prospect, but that's fine. Let's claim that, because I know where to get bronze wood. It's expensive, but we should be able to do it no problem, especially because we're going to be getting the thing. I can't remember. I'll have to go back and watch. I can't remember where you get the where you get those missions. I thought, can't remember if they just showed up. Like I got the. It must have just been that they were there. Like the board request was just there when I explored New Winchester or something, or went to the pub. I don't remember. I need to go drop off my port reports though, and then probably do that Bronzewood run, because that is I know where to get everything for that. That'll be a good cash infusion. Okay. Gained 400 sovereigns, so that was good. It was worth it. Thank you for bringing me to me rather than the bloody stovepipes. Yeah, let's trade favor for Savage Secret. She leans close before she speaks. Her voice is low and laden with tobacco. She shares what she knows of several motions that have not yet reached the assembly floor. Some would make changes to laws that it is helpful to know about in advance. Cool. Okay, let's call it there for this episode. We'll go do that Bronzewood trading run next time. Cool. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give the channel a like if you are into that sort of thing, and check out more content from Fix. Thanks.